Namaste. I am Gowri Murthy and I will be taking your yoga session today. My style of yoga is Vinyasa yoga and power yoga, and it really helps me strengthen my whole body, not just physically but also mentally. It also helps me breathe better, and I feel like during this time of this year during this pandemic, I feel like that's the most important to do now, to be able to breathe properly, to be able to feel healthy, to be physically fit, to be mentally fit. That's what's most important for us during this global pandemic that's going on. So I would love to contribute to your wellness, and I hope this session helps you feel much better in your head, in your body, and in your soul. That's my goal for today, as I'm going to be taking you through class today. It's going to be a very simple flow. Um, Even if you have never done yoga before, it's going to be something very similar to a Surya Namaskar, just a few variations added here and there. So don't worry if you have never tried yoga before. This is just going to be a simple movement with your body on your mat along with your breath. Yeah, that's all you have to think about. Let's start our session for the day. You can start in a comfortable sitting position, whatever works for you. I like to sit in a Sukhasana or your normal sitting position. If you like to sit in a Vajrasana, go ahead and do that. Whatever works for you at the moment. Make sure you're comfortable and you're in a setting where you can breathe in and out completely, freely. Perfect. Keep your eyes closed and keep your hands free wherever you feel they're helping you breathe better. Make sure you're not like crossing your hands or anything. Yeah, close your eyes, begin to breathe in through your nose all the way down to the belly. We're going to practice breathing in through the nose and visualize the air going down the throat, down the chest, and reaching all the way till the bottom of your belly. Yeah, each time you breathe in, bring in this visualization of the air moving through your nose down till your belly. Yeah, let's try that a couple of times. Inhale, fill the belly up. Exhale, feel your belly empty out. You can even place your palm on your belly if that helps. Inhale. And exhale. Just notice whether your belly is really filling up with the air that you're taking in. Two more times. Inhale. And exhale. Take an inhale. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Just slowly rotating the neck and trying to just loosen up any kind of tightness around the neck. Keep your eyes closed. We're slowly rotating the neck in either direction. You can start by rotating it twice on the right side, twice on the left. Take your time, take about 10 seconds to do each rotation. Keep breathing in and out through your nose, just like you were doing. From the right, left, actually whatever side you're comfortable in. Just breathing through all of these tight spaces that you're slowly releasing. Imagine the air you're breathing up is filling up these spaces that you're opening up. Once you're done with 2 rotations on either side, still keeping your eyes closed, still breathing in and out through the nose all the way to the belly. We're doing a few more neck stretches. Right hand comes on top of the left side of your head. Gently drop your head towards the right shoulder. Feel the stretch on the left side of your neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Left hand comes onto the right side of your head. Drop your head towards the left shoulder, gently stretching out the right side of your neck. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Bring both your palms behind your head and push your head downwards so your chin is tucking in towards your chest. Now feel the stretch at the back of your neck. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your Namaste right under your chest and use your fingers to push your chin all the way up and dropping your head back, opening up the front of the neck. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and you can slowly open your eyes. Take one big breath in and out into the belly, the same way we did. Bring your palms next to you, either on the left or right side, and bring your knees also on the ground. We're coming into this tabletop position. Make sure your wrists are right under your shoulders and your knees are right under your hips. Yeah, once you've got your alignment correct, we're going into our cat and cow pose. When we start our cow pose, we're going to do our inhale, and when we do our cat pose, we're going to do our exhale. Now, coming into what we're doing with the body, in cow pose, what happens is we're feeling a kind of opening, and that's why we take an inhale. So imagine opening your chest out towards the mat, your shoulders move back towards each other, and your belly is dropping down. Since your belly is dropping down, your tailbone also lifts up to the ceiling, and your head is lifted up, just like we did in our walk. This is your cow pose. Just take your cow pose, breathe in and out here for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I hope you felt that opening through the front of your body. Now we're going into cat pose. Begin to round your spine. That means your shoulders are coming down. Your chest and belly are moving away from the mat. And your tailbone is tucking down. And your chin is tucking into your chest. Feel nice and rounded with the spine. Take a big exhale here. Keep breathing now for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's try both these movements along with the breath. Okay. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. 2 more. Inhale, cow. Drop the chest, drop the belly. Open up the head and tailbone. Exhale, cat. Round your spine. Tailbone tucks in, head tucks in as well. One more time. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat. Perfect. Yeah. We're going to do a few activation drills for the lower body now. Bring your right leg out to the back. You don't have to lift it up. Just place it behind you on the ground. Just think of doing a cat and cow pose now in this position. Okay. About 2 cats and 2 cow poses. Inhale, cow pose. Open up the chest. Exhale, cat. Make sure you're squeezing your right glute in. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Perfect. So warming up the back of the right hamstring now. If this is difficult for you to do, just use your hands to place your leg forward. What I want you to do is bring your right leg up towards the ceiling, like a cow pose. And as you come into a cat, bring the right knee in towards the nose and place the right foot between your palms. Some people might find it hard to tuck the foot in and place it forward. If it's here, no worries at all. You can use your hand to place it forward, come into this low lunge position, your Anjaneyasana. Perfect. I want you to understand this connection between your belly and thigh here. Okay. Imagine your belly and thigh are stuck with each other. We're just moving back and forth with the hips. So try to keep your palms in the same place. Try to keep your belly stuck to your right thigh. As you exhale, push behind. Don't drop your hips all the way down. We're just stretching the right leg forward. You can even try and lift your right toes up. Inhale, drop the right foot down again. Drop your hips down. And try to go as low as possible and close to your right leg. Exhale, push back. Inhale, forward. 2 more times. Exhale, push. Stretch the right hamstring. Feel it behind your right leg. Exhale, forward. One last time. Push. And move forward. Perfect. Just slide the right leg back in, coming into tabletop. Let's do the same thing on the left side. We're going to bring the left leg out and place it behind. We're going to do cat and cow poses just 2 times in this position. Inhale, drop the chest, belly down, cow pose, head up. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Perfect. Now I'm just going to add a little leg lift to the same movement. Your left leg is up towards the ceiling. Go into a cow pose as you inhale. And as you exhale, bring the left knee in towards your nose in a cat pose. See if you can place the left foot between your palms. And if you can't, no problem. Just use your hand to lift the same foot, place it between your palms. Establish this connection between your left thigh and belly. Keep the connection going as you move forward and back. Try not to move your palms as much as possible. Push back towards your right foot. Hips moving behind, but don't drop your hips. So just stretching the left leg forward and move towards your left leg as you inhale. Exhale, push. Inhale, move forward. 2 more times. Exhale, push back. Keep that connection between your belly and thigh. Inhale, move forward. 1 more time. Exhale, push. And inhale, move forward. Perfect. As you exhale, come into your tabletop position. We're warming up the hamstrings and also using the shoulders here to go into downward facing dog. Okay. The alignment in your downward facing dog is really important. So I want you to think of pushing your chest close to your thighs. For example, now I'm tucking my toes in. We're coming into a child's pose. Can you see this connection between my chest and thighs? That's what I'm trying to do in a downward dog as well. So what? If this is your downward dog right now, think of pushing your chest forward. No worries at all if you bend your knees. Actually, bend your knees because that really helps in understanding this straight line from the tailbone till your palm. Yeah, so feel free to bend your knees. Push your chest in towards your chest. Push your chest in towards your knees. And imagine keeping your ears in line with your shoulders throughout. Yeah, you can rock back and forward here just to feel your hamstrings open, warming up the shoulders. You can even begin to walk your downward dog. That means lifting 1 foot up at a time. Just paddling up and down, opening up the hamstrings behind both the legs. And as you're walking here, I want you to walk your palms all the way to the front of the mat. Imagine you're walking. Take your time. It's okay if your knees are bending. Look between your palms. Now the goal is to bring your feet to the front of the mat. Keep walking. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your nose, all the way to the front. It's okay if your knees are bending. Come into your forward fold. Bring your hands above your head. Grab the opposite elbows. Once you grab the opposite elbows, again, bring this connection between your belly and both your thighs. We're going to sway from right to left, brushing the belly against our thighs. Yeah? Keep swaying. Feel this touch of your belly on your thighs as you sway from right to left. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Drop your palms down. Round your spine. Let's slowly take your time to rise up. Roll your shoulders behind and straighten up your body. Perfect. I hope you all are feeling warmed up. We're going into the flow for the day. We're going to do 1 Surya Namaskar on the right and left just to feel the flow and movement along your mat. And then we're going to add a few variations to the same flow. All right, let's go. Let's start at the front of our mat. If anything is a little too difficult for you all, you can just stay in the previous pose and breathe. or just feel. You don't have to push yourself and enjoy yourself. I want you to enjoy and relax what you're doing rather than pushing yourself and thinking what is happening. So just notice and do how much you can. Just as long as you're breathing properly in the pose, that means you're comfortable. Okay, so our main intention today is to just understand if you're breathing properly in each pose. Awesome. Let's start. Coming to the front of our mat, make sure your feet are open hip width distance. Namaste in front of your chest. Close your eyes. Grip the ground with your feet. Feel the connection and the exchange of energy from your body to your mat and from your mat to your body. Feel your thumbs press against your chest. Also feel how your heart is beating against your thumb, how your heart is pumping blood throughout your body. Feel completely connected to what's happening on the inside and on the outside as you breathe in and out. Perfect. With a big inhale, bring your arms all the way up above your head, really stretching the spine up. Take a big inhale and exhale here. Next step, bringing your palms down into a forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees. At each pose, take an exhale and inhale and exhale. Next step, we're going to go into a half forward fold. Straighten your legs out, straighten your spine out. Your palms can be on your thighs, on your knees, on your shin, on your ankle, depending on your flexibility of the hamstrings. Feel free to do whatever works for you. Next step, we're going to drop both the palms back down. Lift the right leg up and place it behind in a lunge. You can either go into a high lunge or a low lunge. So in a low lunge, perfectly fine. You can drop your right knee down, lift your torso up. Yeah. If you're in a low lunge, you can add a slight challenger to lift up into a high lunge. I can stay right here. Perfect. Both your palms come back down next to your left foot. You can choose to go into a high plank or either just a tabletop. So bring your left leg to join your right, coming into tabletop, or bring your left leg to join your right, lift your knees up, coming into a high plank. Your next step is going into Chaturanga. Drop your knees down if they aren't. Remember, your elbows are not going out. Elbows are always tucked in. Imagine your elbows are brushing against your chest. This pose is really, really beneficial for your breathing. So if you want to stay here and breathe, so just notice if you're breathing right, go ahead. What we're doing here is, again, make sure your elbows are tucked in towards the chest. We're lifting the abdomen up throughout the pose. Your knees are on the ground. Your chest is dropping down. Your chin is also down. Make sure your elbows are not dropping behind. Elbows are in line with your palms. Abdomen is lifted up. Your knees, toes, chin, and chest are on the ground. Chaturanga. Take a big breath in and out. Relax. The next pose is your Cobra Pose or Bhujangasana. This abdomen that is lifted up here drops down first. So drop the hips down. Squeeze your glutes. As soon as you squeeze your glutes, take an inhale and push yourself up. Your chest is out. Your shoulders are not towards your ears. Imagine your shoulders are open. Chest is out. And your head can even drop back for an extra bend. This is really good, again, for your spine and for your chest. For you to breathe properly in this pose. Relax. Perfect. Next step, tuck your toes in from the back. Lift your hips up all the way, coming into a downward facing dog. Again, you can choose to bend your knees here, paddle your foot. Downward dog is actually a restorative pose after one point, once you gain strength in your arms. So relax here. If you're tired, go into a child's pose. Next. From here, we're just going to lift the right leg up. Place it between the palms. Again, if you don't have the flexibility and you're just here, feel free to use your hand to place it forward. Come into your low lunge. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, lift both your hands up. Here you can choose to stay here or go into a high lunge. Next step, drop your knees down, palms down. We're going to join both the feet in a forward fold. Take an inhale, bring both your palms up. Stretch the spine out. Exhale, Namaste, or bring your palms back to center. Beautiful. Let's try the same thing on the left side. Inhale, palms up. In a Namaste above your head, stretch the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees. Inhale, lift up halfway. So your palms can be on your thighs, knees, or your shin. Back is straight, knees are straight. Next step, drop both your palms down. This time we're going to lift the left leg up and place it back in a low lunge. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, lift your hands up, your torso up. You can stay right here or go up to a high lunge. Perfect. Next step, bring both your palms down next to your right foot. You can either choose to go into tabletop or high plank. I'm doing the high plank right now. From your high plank, drop your knees down. Going into Chaturanga again, make sure your elbows are hugging in towards your chest. Abdomen is off the ground. Chest, chin, knees and toes on the ground. Abdomen is lifted. Elbows in line with your fear and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, first thing to do is drop your hips down. Squeeze your glutes. And as you inhale, push your chest up. Open your shoulders out. Cobra Pose or Bhujangasana. Take a breather here. Tuck your toes in at the back. The next step, to push your hips all the way up to downward facing dog. Maybe you're feeling a little more open in the hamstrings. Maybe you can paddle your foot. Bring a bend in the knees. Whatever works for you. Perfect. The next step, we're going to lift the left leg on top. Place it between the palms. Again, if there's difficulty, always feel free to use your palms to place it forward. Drop your knee down. Inhale. Lift your hands and torso up. Maybe even your right knee off the ground. Perfect. Both your palms come back next to your left foot. Bring your right leg to join your left leg at the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale. Bring your palms all the way up in a Namaste above your head. Exhale. Back to center. Nice. I hope you guys got through that flow. We're just going to add a little variation to the same. A little variation. Instead of going, just watch me do it once. I'll do it quickly. Up and down. Third step and up. Okay. From here, we're going from a high lunge. We're just dropping the opposite hand down, going into a twisted lunge, dropping the knee down and moving back, going into a high plank this way. Yeah, and everything else is pretty much the same after that. So just a little extra move that we're going to add. Perfect. Let's start. Come on to the front of your mat. Feet are open, hip width distance. Namaste in front of your chest. Inhale. Arms all the way up above the head. Exhale. Forward fold. From your forward fold, place your right leg behind, going into a high lunge or low lunge, whatever works for you. If you're in a low lunge, look at your left foot below and drop your right hand next to your left foot. Now look at your left hand that is pointing upwards. Yeah? People who are doing a high lunge, it's pretty much the same. Drop your right hand down next to your left leg. Look up to where your left fingers are pointing. Awesome. Drop your right knee down, and if your right knee is down already, good. We're going to push back towards the right hip, just like we did in our warm-up. Feeling the stretch in the left hamstring. Bring both your palms down as you exhale. Scoop both your legs in towards each other. You can stay right here or you can choose to go into a high plank. Next step, Chaturanga. Make sure your elbows are hugging in towards your chest. Drop your knees down, chest down. and chin down. Take an inhale and exhale here. Now, as you inhale, drop your hips down, squeeze your glutes, push your chest up, Cobra Pose. Exhale, tuck your toes in, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take an inhale and exhale here. With an inhale, step your right leg forward between your palms. Drop your left knee down, lift your torso and hands up. Exhale, palms back to the ground. Join your left leg with your right in a forward fold at the front of your mat. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, center. Doing the same thing on the left side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the left leg back this time. Low lunge or high lunge, whatever works for you. Maybe your left knee is down. Lift your hands and torso up. Maybe you're in a high lunge. Wherever you are, look down at your right foot. We're going to drop the left hand down next to the right foot. And we're going to twist open to look at the right fingers pointing to see. If you're in a high lunge, this is how you're going to look. If you're in a low lunge, this is how it's going to be. Perfect. Drop your left knee down if you're in a high lunge and push your hips back towards the left leg, stretching the right leg up. Perfect. From here, drop both your hands down as you exhale. Join both your knees together. You can choose to be here or go into a high plank. We're going into Chaturanga. Hug your elbows in. Drop your chest and chin forward. Lift your hips up. Perfect. As you exhale, drop your hips down. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, push yourself up into a Cobra Pose. Open your chest out. Exhale, tuck your toes in. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to just come back to your breath. Inhale, step your left leg forward between your legs now, between your palms. You can use your hands for assistance. Drop your right knee down. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale, your palms back. Put your feet together in a forward fold at the front. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, back to center. Beautiful. I hope that felt good for your body and your mind. We're done with the flow part of our class. We're going into the cool down and Shavasana for the next 5 minutes. So I want you to lie down on your back, on your mat. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a tight hug. And if it feels good for you to just sway from right to left, go ahead and do it. You're going to get a small, slight massage from the mat or your ground onto your lower back. Keep swaying from right to left. Keep breathing in and out through your nose, all the way down to the belly. Perfect. Coming back to the center of the mat, keep your right knee in towards the chest. Stretch your left leg out towards the ground. Yeah? The right knee is in towards the chest. Use your left hand to push the right knee to the left side, all the way towards the ground. Make sure your right knee is touching the ground on the left side. Now your upper body twists open to the right side. Notice how your lower body is turned towards the left while your upper body is turned towards the right. Just breathe into this twist in your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Exchange your legs. Your right leg stretches out to the side, knee to the right, left knee to the right side. The left knee is touching the ground on the right side. Twist your upper body over to the left. Feel this twist in your spine and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Come back to center. Extend both your hands and both your legs. Your hands are next to your body. Palms are facing the ceiling. Close your eyes. Make sure you're not arching your spine out. Make sure your lower back is tucked in and touching your mat. Close your eyes, come back to your breath. Maybe you want to place your palms on your chest and your belly. Left hand on your chest, right hand on your belly. Feel yourself breathing in, filling up both your chest and belly. Exhale. Empty it out. Inhale, breathe in. Fill it up. Exhale, breathe out. And do that 2 more times. And once you're completely relaxed with your body and mind, completely one with your breath, we're going to chant Om 3 times to enhance this whole feeling of being one with who we are, with how we're breathing, with how our body feels, with how our mind feels. We're literally just breathing in and out to understand that we're just one with everything inside and outside of us. Perfect. Chanting Om 3 times. Take a big breath in all the way down till the belly. Round 2, big inhale through the nose. Last chant, take a big inhale through the nose. Your eyes closed. Feel the vibrations of this chant move around your body. Just like the air you're breathing in through your nose is moving around your body, just like the blood that your heart is pumping to you is moving around your body, these vibrations are also moving inside, letting your body feel relaxed, letting your body feel connected to yourself, feel one with everything happening inside of you. Whatever thoughts are arising, just notice it and come back to your breath. Take one more deep breath into your belly and out. Keep your eyes closed. Bring your feet in towards your hips. Turn towards your right side. Slowly come up into a comfortable sitting position. You can keep your eyes closed. Bring your palms in front of your chest in a Namaste and begin to rub them against each other. You begin to feel a warmth that is beginning to happen between the palms. Imagine this to be all of the vibrations that you have felt, all of the energy you put in today's class, all of the knowledge you learned about your own body and mind. All of this is now coming in between your palms in this warmth. Place this warmth on your face. Give your shoulders a rub. Give your thighs a rub. Maybe your belly a rub. Give yourself a tight hug for being there for yourself, for recognizing who you are, for just existing, for breathing. Give yourself a tight, tight hug. Open your eyes and Namaste. Thank you for joining me in this session today. I hope you had a good one. I hope you felt relieved. I hope you could breathe well. I hope you just enjoyed the class, enjoyed moving around with me. Thank you so much. A little bit more about myself. I have been teaching yoga for the last 2.5 years. I'm actually a trained classical dancer. I do Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi. That's where my yoga background comes from as well. So I'm a movement lover more than anything. I also do a lot of hoop dancing And I actually specialize in a lot of inversions. So I do a lot of handstands, forearm stands, and headstands. But all of this came from a very, very basic form of Surya Namaskar that I used to do years ago. So till today, what we did is so close to my heart. So if you guys felt that energy, thank you for being part of it. Um, I work for a sports company. We're called Lazarus Sports India. It's solely, it started a year ago, and I'm their yoga format head. So if you guys want to contact me for yoga classes, I take group classes and personal classes online as of now. So you can find me on Go with the Flow on Instagram. That's where you can contact me. You can also contact my company. We're called Lazarus Sports India. That way we can connect and we can help each other grow. So let me know if you would like to take my classes, connect with me. Otherwise, I am here to help you. Thank you again for joining my class. I hope you had a good one. I hope this helps you feel better every single day. Just keep it moving. Make sure you're breathing right. Make sure you're moving. Make sure you're connected to yourself. Thank you so much. Namaste. Have a great day.